Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Just a show of hands, how many of you have a really busy life? Lots of things to do? Yeah, I'm not surprised, right? So much so that that common saying we have, hey, how are you doing? What do we say? Oh, I'm so busy, right? We don't say I'm fine anymore. I have a second question for you. At any point during your busy life, have you ever said to yourself, I'm missing something? Now, you don't have to answer that. I want you to think about it, because we're going to get back to that a little bit later. I'm here today to share with you something I believe in deeply and I'm extremely passionate about. And that is, every single person has a purpose. And it is our job in this lifetime to connect with that purpose and live our passion. Now, some of you in this room I know are connected to your purpose, and you are so blessed. But it's interesting because with the companies that I work in, their employees, people I come across, my own friends, even family members, society as a whole, I find that I'm hearing, I'm too busy, I'm not happy, there has to be more to this. And I ask myself, why? Why? We did not grow up this way, okay? When we're born with this clean slate, no outside influences. And in fact, so much so that we actually are connected with our passion. We're actually connected with our purpose. It's like a whisper, and kids do an amazing job of listening. And they play, and their imaginations are big, and they are soaring high. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. That's why we love watching kids. It's magical. But as life moves on, so do we. And we grow older, and we get social norms start making our decisions. We get pressure with expectations from our parents, friends, other family members. Even more so today, we're connected, right? We have this outside connection with social media, the likes, the bings, the dings. So much so that we're so focused, I like to call it this external white noise, the white noise of life. And we're always focused on this external outwardness. So much so, have you ever been in a restaurant, saw two people at a table, and they're not even talking to each other, but they're on their phones, right? Of course. Now, interestingly enough, we're so busy on that external, we are sometimes forgetting about our own internal, that purpose, that passion. We can get on autopilot very easily with our routines. Have you ever driven somewhere and wondered how you got there? I have, right? And of course, life starts to get busier, and we start to lose that connectivity to our original passion that we had at a much younger age. And of course, we have obligations, we have our to-do lists, but they're all important because we actually have obligations to our family members, our friends, professionally. We are supposed to get things done. But what's happening more and more that I'm seeing is that we have this checklist and we get lulled into thinking that we're doing by performing all of these tasks externally. And as life moves on, in the famous words of John Lennon, life is happening to you while you're busy making other plans. I was like that. I don't know, maybe some of you are as well. But you have to understand something about me. I'm an organizer, a planner. That's just who I am. In fact, the work that I do is continuous improvement. I'm constantly looking for something. How do I do it better? So I was doing this checklist, task, getting things done, but there was something deep inside me that I really wasn't feeling that I was connecting with. So I did a vision board because I was told, oh my God, do a vision board, it'll help you. I love the visuals, that resonated, but I really found it was just as superficial, it was still that externalness. So when I was in business, I thought, hey, vision statements, companies do it all the time. I did my own personal vision statement. That was actually better. I was really grateful for that because it made me think. But still, it wasn't enough. I still felt like I was on this cycle, this hamster wheel of life, doing a lot but getting nowhere. Doing a lot but getting nowhere. So what I recognize and realize is I have to do something about this because it's driving me nuts. I need to move forward, but how do I do it? So I do what I do when I need to figure things out, and that is I start doing research, right? How do I go about doing this? How do I get better? I'm a continuous improvement person. I'm all about the next thing. And how do I get better at it? So I started reading journals, and I started reading scientific papers, and a lot of things that I knew before definitely resonated, and part of that was we're visual learners, right? Most of us are, about 65% of us, and that really resonated with me. I'm like, yeah, I totally get that. I'm connected with being a visual learner. I also read that the way we process visually a lot faster than we do text. It's like, okay, that's cool. Now, I really came across this cool study which talked about art and how if you have deep information, you want to actually portray it and how the power of art can help you retain information. I went, wow, that's really cool. Now, when I'm trying to improve and get better, I also realized I got to go back to definitions. I had a benchmark. I said, okay, so what is it that I really want? I want a vision. I want to get better. I knew those were things that were going to help me. So I went and I found this definition that truly resonated with me. And I thought, wow, okay, vision is an inspiring description of what you would like to achieve in the long-term future to serve as a clear guide for choosing current and future courses of action. And that was amazing. I had some light bulb moments that totally went off for me. And I went, whoa, my first aha moment. And that moment was telling me that, Adriana, you were on the right path. You had to go deeper. You forgot about your passion. You forgot about your purpose. You need to figure out what that is. Doing this external stuff wasn't getting you anywhere. Guess what? I got to go inward. I also found that my vision is not just something to be out there. It's something to use. My compass, my GPS, my Google Maps. The ability to say yes and no to things so that I know that whatever I'm doing is aligned with who I am, what I love. And that's exactly what I did. I went, okay, I'm going to take the power of visuals, because there's something there, right? Really cool. I'm going to align it with the power of going in depth, more so than just a 30-second elevator speech that vision statements can give us. I wanted something that had more meat and potatoes. So I did these very specific exercises that made me analyze who I was. It was a little bit scary, right? I had to ask some hard questions. Some of them I didn't want to answer. And I think the busyness covered it up for so long. But when I did, I got something really powerful, and I want to share that with you right now, my own personal visual vision statement. So here are the words: to be authentic in everything I do by honoring and empowering myself and respecting and listening to those around me through love and guidance. Adriana Girdler. That's me. Now, 30-second elevator speech, not enough. But as soon as I started adding colors and symbols and icons that had stories, all of a sudden I had this powerful tool that was going to allow me to truly make decisions, use it as a compass. So much so, with the research I did, I went, wait a minute, this is powerful stuff. It's really resonating with me. I need to now totally be surrounded with it so that I know what to say yes to when the doors of opportunity come a-knocking. So what I did is I turned it into artwork. I actually have it on my computer screen. This is in my office, my home office, mouse pad, phone, Facebook, my webpage. You know, like, I'm serious. I have it everywhere because I want to be able to see it. I want to connect with it. What I love about this is until I went in depth and I asked the hard questions, there's a lot of stuff on my personal visual vision that I didn't even think about. I want to bring your attention to the musical notes. I did not realize how important music was to me until I started the process of creating my own visual vision statement. Music feeds my soul. I did not realize that. When I was younger, I actually played piano, right? And then I got 16, I was like, I don't want to play piano anymore. I want to hang with my friends. I don't want to practice. So I dropped it, right? Those pressures, the busyness of life started to kick in. And about 12 years ago, I made the decision to take up guitar and start singing. No, I don't have a guitar here. No, I'm not going to start singing for you, although I do push myself to do stuff like that. And with those musical notes, I want to bring your attention to this because there's a story behind it. My second aha moment, which was powerful for me, and that is, I had a friend of mine, Adam Michael, amazing musician, and what he would come over to my house, help me, we jam, have a good time. So, but a few years back, he said, you know, Adriana, I think you're ready to record your own song. whew, that felt really good. Compliment too, because he's like an amazing musician. But, and there's always a but, right? But you have to write your own song. Whew. Barriers went up. I gave him every excuse under the sun. No way, can't do it. I'm way too busy. And those were all legitimate excuses, and they were true. I was really busy. I had a lot of client work on the go. I had some traveling, kids' activities, all of that stuff, and I said no. So he walked out of my house, right? I walked to my basement. I go to my office door, open it, and this is what I saw. And you know what I said? But bleep, bleep, but bleep. Oh, I got angry. I was like, oh, now I have to do it. I was getting aggravated that I had to follow my own vision. Picked up the phone. Fine, Adam, fine. Yes, Adam, I'll do it. I'm getting agitated at Adam because I'm saying yes to my vision. I found that interesting. I found that really interesting because I was afraid. Now, when you are connected to your purpose and you take the time to find out what your passion is and you live it, you'll be amazed at how quickly things flow. The very next weekend, I created the lyrics to my own song. We actually went, and Adam and I did the instrumentals, and we went into the recording studio. And it was the most amazing experience ever in my life. So much so that I feel I created my own personal theme song, which was really cool. Now, when I was in that recording studio, I was like, holy smokes, there's something here. You know when you get that intuition and those goosebumps in certain situations? I had no idea what it meant. I just knew something was here. So at the same time, what was going on, I was finishing up a big project with a client, and we were doing our, what we call after-action reviews, for those of you who do that stuff, and we're saying, yeah, everything was cool, good. I said, you know what, because I'm also good friends with them, I want to share with you something I'm excited about. I created my own song. I kind of consider it my own personal theme song. Do you want to listen to it? They said, yeah. So I play it on my iPhone, because, you know, I carry everything with me, right? It's everywhere. So on my iPhone, I play. They're listening to it, and as they're listening to it, literally, this whisper from my heart says, ask them if they want a corporate theme song. And then I had a lump in my throat, which was fear. Song ended. They were like, wow, that was great. I knew I literally had a split second to say something, and I said, do you want your own corporate theme song? And they looked at each other, they said, oh my God, that's an amazing idea. We were just saying how our team, who was working on that project, the rest of the group really wanted to get involved, and this would be a cool way to do it. I said, well, I've never done one before. Let me figure it out, and I'll get back to you. And they ultimately said yes. We went into a recording studio. We found out who the musicians were in the group. We found out who the singers were in the group. We connected to their own departmental vision. We created a song, went to a recording studio, made a video. How cool is that? Right? How cool is that? So much so, guess what? I now offer it as a service in my own company. And if you would have said 10 years ago, Adriana, as a productivity and efficiency expert, by the way, you're going to create music videos, I'd be like, you're nuts. How in the heck? That doesn't jive to me. But actually, it was the most perfect fit in the whole wide world. Now, I tell you that not because of the music videos. What was my answer to Adam? It was no. The only reason why I said yes is because I saw this. That's it. If it was written down on a piece of paper, like something on the left, there's no way I would have seen it. The only reason why I said yes was because I saw it. And it was instantaneous. Remember, my compass, my Google Maps in life, what to say yes and no to. So now I ask you the question, how many times have you said no to opportunities? We say it all the time. Now, remember when I asked you earlier on, have you ever at any point felt like you were missing something in your life? Could those opportunities that were presented to you, that we have no idea what it's going to lead to, could have been something that was connecting you to your purpose, but you said no to it? I know, it was powerful stuff for me. When I got that aha, which was my second aha, I was like, oh my God. I have this responsibility now to connect and say yes to the right things. I want you to do me a favor. Point to yourself. Everybody point to yourself. Where are you pointing? Most of you are pointing here. Some of you are pointing here, okay? That's okay. Absolutely okay. We call this the heart center. This is where our purpose and passion lies. Now, do me another favor. Take your hand and put it on your heart center. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And if not, lower your gaze. Now, take a moment to listen to the whisper of your heart. What is it telling you? If you want to go to the next level in your life, you do need to be connected to your purpose. You need to live your passion. But you also need a tool to get you there, because I promise you the busyness of life will get in the way. So to go to that next level, you do need a visual vision. You need your own personal Google Maps. Once you know exactly what is it that you're about and what you're passionate about. Because vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. And vision with action can change the world. Thank you.